Greetings, Amevian comrades, and welcome back to Songs of Six. Last time we established a home for our Amevian comrades, and here they are, living by the river, gathering clay, having a lovely time, making pottery, and today we're embarking on a new journey, the journey of science. I have no idea what that entails, but we have unlocked the laboratory. I don't even know, what is it called? Let's find it. There it is under administration, the laboratory. And it says that it needs bricks in order to work. That's very interesting. Okay. Cool. So, let's figure out what we're gonna do, where we're gonna build it. And also, another thing that I maybe want to set up before we do this is the procreation, the nurseries. We have, I think, did we make an Amevian nursery in the end? I don't think we did. We made a lavatory. I was thinking of making this a nursery, but in the end we made it a lavatory. And yeah, let's go make nurseries for our people. Okay, so I kind of think that we want it over here next to the temple, and we have this room that we're not doing anything with. So I think we could just make some space here. We just have to make sure not to interrupt this track of thing. But we can probably safely remove that. And a little bit of space here. Just so that we're not interrupting the fishery, and it gives us a little bit more space to work with. Neat! Now let's get into it. There we go. It seems that 3 clutches are still enough for 1 employee. We are going to need fabric for this. Is it just for the carpets? Or is it for everything? Let's see. Okay, we will need fabric. So maybe this is something that won't be able to be constructed immediately. But let's get it built already, now that we have outlined it. And then we can look into, hold on, let me just check. Oh, that's fully a corner that's open. Is it not going to be drafty? Oh no, it says insulation that. Okay, well, hopefully that'll work. Seems a little drafty to me, but okay. We're going to let them work on that. Meantime, let's create a tilapia nursery. So I quite like these larger circles. I think we could just make some more larger rooms like this and split them around into bigger things. I do think one of the saddest parts of the game is that houses have to be square. All other buildings can be whatever shape you want them to be. You could just kind of freely shape them, but I do think that these, it's kind of sad that these houses where people live, they have to actually be fully square, and hopefully that won't be the case forever in the game. Okay, so I want to see, if we can make a bigger one of these, or the same size as this, and then separate it into multiple rooms. I don't know if that's going to work out, but let's try it. So we're going to try and copy this, and just paste it. So we're going to go into the room copier. We're going to put it around here, I think. Maybe a little bit to the right. Let's just do that again. Or to the left, I mean. I'd say... Is this the same as I placed it earlier? I'm just imagining trees around it, so it will need a little bit of extra space. Alright, let's put it here. And then I'm gonna furnish the warehouse and delete it. And then we have this construction. So what I'm thinking we do is we remove that. And then we could sort of separate it into rooms like this. It's a concerning shape. And then we can say, oh, we could just overwrite like this. Each of them can have a door like that. Let's see. So if we were to place a home in here, so let's just go, there's no roof right now. Let's just go with a house. Can we place a house in here? It does kind of fit. We would need to move the door elsewhere, I think. But the idea is sound. I think we could probably just make that a thing, or put the door right there. And then it can lead just to this chamber and there can be something else there. I think that's also an option, which I honestly might take. That's an option I might take. All right, let's go ahead and try that. Actually, I want this to be a nursery and a something else. So I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see how it works. So we are going to replace you with a wall. I want you to make roofs everywhere. And actually we can probably make this building first, right? And then put the stuff in it once it's finished. I actually don't know whether that's the smarter option. Let's see. If we go to procreation, Tilapis nursery, hell yeah. And we go like this. This is the nursery. Put a door there. Ah, yes. It's not the best shape for us to be working with. What is a teepee? It increases efficiency. Can we get one more crib in here? Okay, surely we can Tetris our way out of this. Maybe not so surely. Alright. I want to see how this works out. This is a bunch of different houses stuck together, and at first I thought this might be a bad idea because of insulation, but then I realized if you build a home and you scale it up, that's basically what it does. It's just the rooms adjacent to each other in the exact same way. So I'm thinking maybe this will be good. So this is what we're building. We have a nursery up here for 2 people. But of course now we can set them to work, but we are missing a pretty key ingredient in our nurseries, and that is carpets. Luckily, during our escapades in the river the other day, the cotton farm was finally built up and we have a huge amount of fiber. So I think it's time to build somewhere where they're going to process this fiber, and that will probably be the weaver. So that turns cotton into fabric, and that's exactly what we need. Now, where are we going to put this? Looks pretty big in terms of how many things are needed. So I'm thinking we might just copy this room, because this is sort of our standard sized workshop room where we have a carpenter, and we could just copy that and put it somewhere around here. I don't know if we'll be able to fit another farm here, so making that happen out here does sound like a good idea. Let's take a look. All right, here we go. I decided to not put it here, but instead moved it to the side, because I feel like maybe here we're gonna want a granary of some sort. We have a ton of space for food now, but at some point I think we're gonna want this warehouse, like the central warehouse, to be more of an all-rounder. And currently we're dedicating a lot of our crates to food, especially the food that needs to be gathered in large amounts, like the fruits. So I think spreading it out is probably a better idea. Now, another thing that we can add here is we can definitely add this now, as we're gonna need it. And I also want to add pottery, since we are gonna be making pottery. So we want to bring the pottery out here. But as you can see, we're kind of lowering the amount of possible crates. And so at some point, we're gonna want to exchange the the food and stuff for a broader variety of items. Now, let's talk about... We have our weaver. Then, we probably at some point will want a tailor. This does consume a lot. So maybe we'll need an additional weaver. We're gonna just have to make sure... We're gonna have to see how much they weave when we make the tailor. But the tailor could go over here. So they could just be sort of side by side here. And people will be able to get fresh clothes, which will also make them happy. Now you may be thinking, Lelling, this doesn't bring you any closer to having science. But you know what I think? A happy population is a smart population. Does bakery work directly from grain? Do we need to make flour? It looks like we just use bakery. But we are going to have to make more trees. I think maybe we need an additional tree person at some point. For now though, let's think about the tailor. Do we just use another similar size circle? Or is that gonna not look good? Let's take a look. So I copied this one, the carpenter, in order to make the weaver, but I noticed that the weaver's size was actually not that amazingly fitting. And now that I think about it, what if we just copied another big house like this and made it half weaver, half tailor? This was suggested in the comments that I should make more big houses that are like a half and half of two different things. So now I'm wondering, should we just do that? Yes, let's do it. Smart remove all of that. I am so sorry to all of you who worked hard on this, but it's gonna get intelligently removed. Should we go this big, or maybe the size of our throne room? I think our throne room is a little bit silly in that it's technically circular, but these nubs here don't do anything. They're just nubs on top of this like thing. So we'll see. I think that's definitely a better size. Now adding these big circles, I feel like we are kinda... If this becomes the new norm, then we don't want everything to be the same circle. So I definitely like the variety of circles. I think it makes it look a little bit more organic. But yeah, I think for this one, 2 big circles is definitely the way to go. Or like 1 big circle with 2 big rooms is definitely the way to go. So let's put that around here, I think. If maybe we just check the fruit farm. So all of this is decent, right? All of this is good for farming. Maybe we do want to move things down a little bit, make more room for farming. So a farm might not go here, but a farm might go to the side of it. We don't know. Or it could go like that. If we copy this, can I just copy this? Yeah, a farm could go like this, or even like that. Probably not like that. That seems a little bit excessive here. But look, it's all useful. Anyway, let's make it happen. Let's stop talking about it and let's start doing it. It's gonna go here. It's gonna disturb the road a little bit, but that is a sacrifice that we are willing to take. Now, let's do a little side by side. Technically, they don't even have to be divided by a wall, I don't think. They just need this central wall because otherwise the ceiling won't be able to be held up. So we go refining, weaver, and let's just do, we could still do a wall. I think it'll look prettier with a wall. The weaver can go like this. They could have door there, door there. or here. And let's see about the size of, size of these looms. Technically, we could squish a loom in there. Cannot squish it there. 3 looms. So we've basically gained 1 loom by doing this. It's pretty sad, if you ask me. We could improve the efficiency by doing that in the corners with the auxiliary looms. I honestly think the previous incarnation looked a little better. This might need a little bit of a improvement. And then storage, I don't even think we can fit this guy here. So yeah, let's make it prettier. Okay, well, I don't know if we made it nicer looking, but we certainly did something. Hopefully these walls are enough to provide the ceiling with the support that it needs. And yeah, it's a little bit chaotic, but we'll see how it turns out once it's finished. Then we have one more thing that I'd like to work on. And that is, we are going to have to limit a lot of these jobs at the start though, because we don't have that many workers. The next thing that I want to work on is refining flour into bread. So we want a bakery. Now the bakery does make sense to put closer to the farms or further into the city. We're kind of expanding. I don't know, we're gonna have to go wider at some point. You know, like we're just going left and right. We're gonna have to go down too. So maybe there will be a point where it makes sense to go further down. But for the purpose of the baker, I don't think that we should recreate another big circle. I think we're just gonna take one of these ones. So we're gonna go, and I think that I've learned how to do this well. Copy area. Honestly, we could take the trees. I'm happy to take the trees and also the dirt. Sure. And let's see. We could squeeze a baker in here, but I don't think that that would be very nice. Maybe. Maybe the baker goes here. Is that going to be big enough for our baker needs? We'll see. We'll try it. Otherwise, we can always make another. What are we going to put in here, though? Kind of seems like it's a perfect spot for this baker. But I don't want these circles so close to each other at the same height. Could put it there, but we'd have to remove that one tree. Yeah, screw it. Let's put the baker right there. We're just gonna remove this tree. We are going to remove a lot of things here, actually. Smart remove this. Remove that. How do I delete you? Smart remove? Did that not work? Go away. Thank you. Then we fix up the structure and we can actually leave the space inside. This is funky. We've not really used this shape a lot for anything other than housing. So it's kind of like this. And let's just go ahead and see. Bakery. Let's go ahead and see what kind of shape it needs. It would have been smarter to basically, I understand that this would have been smarter. Don't come at me. To plan a room, see, you know, what size is the oven and do all of that stuff. And then once we know exactly what we need in terms of size, we can then go in with like, oh, okay, so we need this. And make it circular around it. That would have definitely been the smarter thing to do. But don't come at me. Alright, so I think if we just do this, we might be able to place this auxiliary oven there. And then all we need is storage. And I say all we need. Could it be a challenge to make it happen? It is a nice shape, so I want to keep the shape. I don't want to change it. Would be so neat if you would just fit right in there, but you don't. The smallest is a 4x1. Why is the storage so big? Can't we have a smaller storage? I could just put it in the corner there. Fine, we'll figure something out. Okay, I've done something sacrilegious and I have gone with usability over style. We filled in some of the corners, so instead of looking like this, it's gonna look like this, which is gonna just give it space for the storage and the auxiliary stuff on the sides. Let's build it. Lovely. All right, now I think we kind of have our plans set. So while our guys are getting busy working, I actually have a thing that I wanted to look at. This was pointed out by the Lucky Leader again, kind of my main tutor of this game. You should check him out both on YouTube and on Twitch. So there is a way somewhere, I don't remember where, to do a specific thing. Where is it? Work priorities? Assign work groups. There it is. That's what I wanted. Assign work groups. So last time we were trying to get people to work specific places and we just kind of didn't manage to make it work. But here, Amevius, we can also say Amevius slaves. We don't have slaves, but we could just be like, this is all prioritized for Amevius. They all work here. Then we're gonna prioritize all of the city jobs. Actually, can we see what jobs they prefer again? Because I know that the Dondorians, no, the Cretonians and the humans, they prefer a nice... The Cretonians especially prefer working in the fields, right? Let's take a look. Is there a better way for me to see this? Yeah, they're super happy working in here. So fruit farms are also for the Tilapis. The orchards are 100% Tilapis. The other farms though, grain farms, Tilapis don't care. Cotton farms, Tilapis don't care. Okay, what about humans? We got to see what the humans are good at and what they love doing. They love farming a little bit. Humans love researching. Interesting. So we can put the humans in the lab. All right. Humans, rejoice! You might be getting moved out of this place into a laboratory. The lab rat humans. Although I do want this to be a primarily Tilapi civilization. I think, honestly, I think we're not gonna let new humans come in once these die. I kind of want to focus on a select few races. But yeah, so can I actually have, if I go to this button, so that was occupation, work priorities, can I set a hotkey here? Control H? No. I just want assign work groups to be on a hotkey. Let's see, can we go to key settings? Is there a search here? No. No, there isn't. No, there isn't. Battle, general, assign hotkey. Oh, that's it? But yeah, at least now we can prioritize the Mevians here. And we don't have to be as specific about the priority. Is there a button from here? From workforce and rooms? Yes. Okay, there we go. We don't have to be that specific about this stuff anymore. We can let the Amevians just do whatever, you know? We can let everybody just do whatever, so we don't have to worry about this anymore. We don't have to limit people as long as we prioritize the Amevians doing stuff. Wish I could just reset everything to default. This is the master priority. The highest will be filled first. What does that mean? Wait. When subjects are assigned... Oh, so like these... Okay. I see what you mean. I understand. Yeah, we could just kind of normalize everybody. Go to normal. How do I reset you to normal? Cannot reset you to normal. Clay pits, though, you can have as many as you want. Speakers, normal. Food stalls. All right. Cool, right? I think that's really neat. All right, while they're constructing that, we can focus on, I think, fruit orchards. Let's see, who works here? How do I inspect? Tilapis. Happy in the fruit orchards. All right, we're building some homes. How much space do we have to currently let new tilapis in? Available, 9 space, 4 space. They're still working on some of it. Oh, these are like general houses now. Oh, no, Mr. Human. I don't think so. We go here and we say assign. This is just for these guys. Thank you very much. Get out of here. They all want to live down here. We're going to make a laboratory and we're going to let the humans live near it. Maybe. I don't know. Do the Tilapis care for those humans? Humans can work on the farm, you know? So I still have to go all the way over here to get this button. But we could say work priority these guys, these guys, these guys, and these guys. Setting will have no effect. Huh. What does that mean? That's grain, right? Grain, cotton. Okay, well, I don't know what that meant. But what I do know is that we want to accept some immigrants. We're going to accept 8 of them. Welcome in, folks. So we got to work a little bit to make this stuff nicer. Let's go ahead and make things diagonal. Bonk. Ooh, what's still happening here? Oh, they're not finished yet. Okay. Oh, right. They're waiting for the right material. Speaking of waiting for materials, let's make sure to fell some trees. I like how I said today we're going to be tackling science, and we are doing nothing of the sort. Don't worry, we'll do it next time for sure. This is what happens every time you make plans and it's like, lol. The world, we make plans and the gods laugh. There we go. Right, so we said there's going to be Weaver and Taylor. There's going to be the Baker. We're going to need a lot of rocks, fellas. Clear rock. There's rocks. Is there a place for infinite rocks? We did look at that last time, right? There it is. Stone deposits. Yeah, that's really far away. So we're not gonna worry about that. And we probably don't have to worry about this anymore. We don't want people gathering over here. So can I suspend jobs? Oh, never mind. I think we've cancelled that already. Oh, where were we getting it? Oh, here. It's a lot closer. But still. No need to gather that. Right? We have the grain. Oh, the Baltic crawlers have expanded again. Oh, I forgot about our hunter up here. Here you go, hunter. Completely forgot about that hunter. We could probably redo that hunter. Make a circular one. Is it Tilapis? I think Tilapis love hunting, right? Does it? Okay, so I have a question in case anybody watching knows the answer. Does it make more sense to put the hunter at the edge of the map? Or do you just put it in your city and they'll walk off the edge of the map anyway? I don't know. So I would like to know. Alright, let's clear some rocks. What is that? That is just rocks on the floor. You guys working? Your workload is 100. Let's hire 2 more people. You seem pretty busy out here. Okay, so we have rocks coming in. We have bricks or clay. We have clay coming in. Did we enable that? We did. Oh, let's also add bread. Okay, that's a lot of bread that we can store. Have you guys, workload is low. What does that mean? We reduce the amount of workers? Okay. Fire one of them. Ooh, that's a lot of bread. Well, let's just see how much we're using up the grain. I also think it might be time for another woodcutter. Just feels like we're constantly running out of wood, and a decent supply of that would be very lovely. So we go to woodcutter. And this seems like a very lovely and happy place for cutting trees. And we can just... Should we just expand the one that we have? I'm gonna make a new one. I'm gonna make a new one. There we go. A new woodcutter. In the forest. Could have probably made it a little bit closer to the edge like this one. But it's okay. It's okay. What do you need? No, I don't want to refurnish. I'm just looking at why it's not built yet. Oh, you guys done here? Okay, they've finished the walls. Let's just make sure everything is diagonalized. Lovely. I like this place. I think this is cool. Let's see the insulation now, though. Is there insulation 100, 100, 100, 100? Okay, perfect. That's kind of great. That's way better than these singular homes that have just so much wasted space here. You know what I'm saying? Now that we know that, we could have done so many things differently. These could have been closer together. Even these could have been closer together. Oh. Oh, they're just waiting for fabric. Okay. Yeah, wait for the fabric. Is that a wall? I forgot what that was what was going on over there, but I'm praying that it's a wall. Okay, this looks good. Oh, the weaver. The weaver is done. Unavailable leather. Insufficient workers allocated. Room is poorly insulated. Oh, we need workers. Poorly insulated? What do you mean? Oh, because we have double doors. Well, we could probably just have single doors, honestly. Wait. If we build a wall here, you guys should still be able to enter the place. Change recipe. Do that. Oh boy. Okay, well, we're gonna just reduce the amount of tailors to 2. Weavers are now the priority. And then, how much housing space do we have for fresh tilapis? 9. So, sure, 8 people can come in. Don't have a lot of space for Amevians as well once they start breeding. Sithilon ore. Interesting. All right. Let's check on our weavers. Look at them. Our weavers are weaving like crazy. Room is poorly insulated. What do you mean? I guess this doesn't count as insulation then, if they're next to each other. Or is there like an open ceiling that we forgot somewhere? It just feels like this should all count as insulated. They just have one door. Insulation 78, 77. It feels like there must be a missing ceiling somewhere, right? But I feel like rooms automatically have a ceiling. You guys missing a ceiling anywhere? No? We could remove this, but I don't want to disrupt them. They're gonna be fine. They can be poorly insulated. Unavailable fabric. Oh yeah, let's see. What is the over here we have 15 fabric coming out. And over here we have 3 fabric being consumed. That's gonna be the relationship for now, and then we can boost it later. Now, how are you guys doing? They're doing so well. They're doing so well. Look at them go. You simply love to see it. You simply love to see it. Hi. Fetching resources. If we had more torches in our settlement, it would be visible from far away. What is your job? What's your job? How do I see your job? Go to workplace. Oh, you're an odd jobber. Ah. Allow us an extra ration in the food stalls. Honestly, we could make people happy by allowing people an extra ration, right? How do we do that? How do I allow extra food for people? Access. Food servings. How many pieces of food? Oh, an eating service. Is a market... Does the market count as a food service? An eating service, I mean? Well, you are allowed extra rations now. But it is what it is. Okay, so that's happening. Our furniture is kind of going down. Maintenance, spoilage. Yeah, we're gonna have to improve our furniture. Can you do more? Wait, what else can you do? Warhammers. Wow. Okay, that's fun. Okay, I kind of have an idea for what I want to do as the last thing of today. Look at everything being so lovely, though. Except this. This looks like a mess. This main square, we are going to have to redecorate the main square at some point. I actually really kind of hate it. I'm sorry to say. I think it sucks. So the main square is going to have to be improved. I think we're just going to make it symmetrical. And then we could put the temple somewhere else. But the main thing that I want to do... Oh, that's the janitor. Workload? Ooh, they're getting up there with the workload. Interesting. I'm very happy with this building, even though it's drafty. I think that's kind of the only flaw, is if we could have walled this off, I think it would have been so much better. Maybe we can, if we just changed the way the tailor is positioned. But we really min-maxed the space here. I just felt like we needed more weavers. Maybe the solution is like you have one weaver that's loose out in the world, and you have a weaver and a tailor that 100% match each other's production. That seems like the better way to go about it, but we're not going to change that now. So, we are making our woodcutters larger. Is something stopping you from doing that? They're just taking their sweet time. It's okay. It's okay. We've got time. There's no pressing matters. Look at the babies! Look at the babies! Oh! Not this person working at the nursery. Excuse me. Excuse me now, 1 second, please. You, occupation, work priorities. So, are you telling me that it is not a priority for Tilapis to work at the Tilapi nursery? I guess not. Anybody can be in any nursery. But we can't have that. Setting will have no effect. I don't understand. But there we go. Maybe someday they will swap. Oh boy. Okay. I think we're doing pretty well. Okay, these will take a while to build. And we do need to expand the carpentry. Need more carpenters. Alright, another big expansion to the homes. It feels like all we're building is homes, which, I mean, I guess that's good. It's more than what most of our governments are doing in real life. So, here's the plan. Homes here. Home here, homes here, and then a big carpenter upgrade. So this one has 8 people, and I think this one is gonna have more than that. I forgot how many. But it also, sometimes it feels like, is it per work? Like, what determines the amount of workers? We should check this while these guys are working. We can just, why don't we just do this? Do some science, you know? We'll go workbench. This one is 3. This one is 2. This one is 5. So it's amount of these arrow boys, which we went with that over there. So that's 6 on its own. I like these, but sometimes it feels like they're not the most space efficient. Like that's 4. That's 6. I guess it is. It's fine. I guess it's fine. That's 16. Yeah, it gets really space efficient once you get into these big ones. We could have probably done that and it would have been better. But we did... What did we do? I mean, I guess we'll see when it's done. I just want to see. So that's that. And then we went with this in the middle. And like that. 12! I mean, for how much bigger it is, it's not much of an improvement. But it's fine. This is fine. It is nice. The gods have instructed me to arrange a pact with you. We give you trade, you give us trade. And we gotta give them stuff? Sure, you know what? In the vibes of peace, we accept this offer. We're busy making homes. We're growing. You could be your flop self while we're growing. Let's get these homes built. Okay, homes are built. Now it's time to let some immigrants in. We'll do 12. It's kind of scary because our population is rising rapidly. And it seems like we're gonna need to upgrade our food production as well. Our food is dropping. We've only got food for 1 year now. So we're gonna have to figure that one out. Although, when are you ripe? Oh, you're ripe now. Okay, okay. Are you being harvested? Do you have the workers that you need in life? There we go. Okay. Hopefully this will improve our food stocks tremendously. And we have our lovely orchard there. I'm thinking we should probably make another orchard. And really get in there with that situation. So here we have a nice little bonus carpenter. Now, why is it 6 employees? Oh, we have a super screenshot coming up. Why are my super screenshots always at night? Insufficient workers. Don't worry, they'll come in. How much more space do we have? 22 more space. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we'll get 9 of you. Look at them go. So I wanted to build these houses here. First to test this new plan of using the multiple houses in one thing idea. And also because there's going to be a lot of people living in these trees. This woodcutter has a lot of capacity. And so I think we're going to want to have as many people living here as possible. We're going to see our wood production. Oh, our clay is full. Can we sell clay? Let me see. First of all, do we have clay stored here? No, we don't bring any clay here. All right, let's have at least one thing of clay here. That's immediately freed up a lot of space. Secondly, we could probably trade clay. How do you do that? Export. I forgot. Oh, you could only have one export per export depot? Is this the truth? Is this how it works? Maybe if we have multiple... Exporting fruit. Why are we exporting fruit? I thought we were exporting furniture. What's that? Like, middle thingy here? I thought that was like an export marker. Anyway. I mean, we probably want to export pottery, not clay, right? That seems like the better option. And we certainly don't want to export furniture. Price cap. So we still haven't learned how to work on this. So maybe we just export nothing. Export nothing for now. I am unsure. Might have to replay the export tutorial. It's been a while since we did that. Alright, well, somehow we've hit 50 minutes again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I always try to keep this under 50 minutes. So my goal for videos used to be 20 minutes. But you can't really do much in 20 minutes, or I can't do much in 20 minutes. And now we're doing 40 as the, like, okay, 40 is when you should wrap up. And it just, I still fail that. Actually, I don't want this road past here. This is already woodlands. Maybe a single road like that to that house. And a single road like that to that house. And then we go with a road here. Perfect. That's something. How's it going over here? Are we making clothes? Room is poorly insulated. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I did my best. I mean, I didn't really, did I? We've added a lot of new big circles. Big circles. But, you know, sometimes in life, you gotta add big circles. Sometimes in life, it's big circle time. I quite like this one. This is basically a new shape for us. We haven't done this one before, because this one is bespoke, did it by hand. And I definitely think that this is a superior way to do houses. These just look so sad. They look so sad. Just 10 people living but in a blob like this. I think we can probably make it better. And we're gonna try that in the next one though, not today. So, this is where we're gonna wrap up. We did not science to science, in fact. But if it makes you feel any better, this is not the first time that I was like, oh, we're gonna do this today, and then we get distracted. Is that better? Is that redeeming? Or is that worse? Okay, so science next time. I think now we've kind of established everything that we could. My main thing now is I'm gonna keep an eye on the fiber and the grain. It does seem that the clay is coming in faster than we use it. So we could even increase the pottery, but the pottery is also coming in faster than we use it. We need to somehow set them to eat pottery. Is this a thing that I forget where to do? Access, services. There was somewhere where you could like... Furniture. Do you guys not need pottery? There it is. If allowed. Do I have to allow it? Can be set in the subjects panel respectively. Okay. Properties, decrease. Access. Oh, maybe they don't want pottery. Oh no. You can have whatever you want. Equipment, housing, furniture. Oh, there it is. Pottery. Pottery is allowed for you. And you guys don't want pottery? You guys love clay? But you don't want pottery? That's interesting. Well, we did give them fish. They're allowed to decorate with the fish. Hopefully you like pottery. Okay. Nice. Okay. Well, there we go. People will be a little bit happier now that they can do pottery stuff. Okay, well, our town is expanding in a lovely fashion. Maybe next time we are gonna... Can I check something? Sorry, I'm just gonna check this as well. Copy that room. Oh. No, I want to know the fertility. Is this all fertile as well? This is like a wetland. And we have built our home all across the wetland. Right. So this is soil. Oh, it's not even wetland. It's the soil. The soil is good. We have built our home on the best soil possible. Great. I love that for us. You know, I think we did so well by planning this here. It's okay though. Anyway, this is going to be it for us today. I hope that you had a lovely time and that you continue to enjoy this series. This is really enjoyable for me. I'm really enjoying Songs of Six, so I hope you are too. And remember, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to do all the things that you do when you've enjoyed a video. And most importantly, tell a friend about it. Share it somewhere because YouTube isn't going to. And you can also check out my other videos. We're going to be starting Farthest Frontier this week on Thursday. So a brand new game for us to try or for us to play. We tried it last week. If you missed that, we played it last Tuesday. And it came out fully in 1.0 out of early access this week. And so we will be playing that on Thursday. So I hope you're excited for that. I'll be seeing you around. Have a lovely rest of your life. And remember, stay solidary. Bye.